Okay, Kohalayim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar HaKwadash. Double honors to that was Apostle Great Millstone, and double honors to the Bishop, CT Bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. My name is Lamadia, and in today's video, what I want to talk about is you gotta take care of your spiritual health. Now, what do I mean by that is the same way you take care of your physical health, you got to take care of your spiritual health, which means is feeding your spirit with the word. Because if you end up staying away from the word, or you're not going into the word as you should, you're going to start feeling spiritually drained. You're going to start feeling spiritually weak. You're going to also you're going to notice differences. You may start feeling a little more depressed. You're going to start feeling hopeless, because that's demons working on your mind. But that's why the Lord gave us the scriptures to combat these thoughts, combat these demons, and to nourish ourselves with the word. So that's what I mean about giving attention to your spiritual health. Reading, praying, fasting. Because if you stay away from these things, what end up happening is your spirit, that fire start to go down. And that's how God's fall out, get disenchanted, because they neglect that. They neglect these things. Staying in the spirit, staying in the word. Because you're gonna have things that happen. You're gonna have circumstances and different oppositions in your life. But the most important thing is stay in the scriptures. Because what Satan want to do is get you emotional. And while you're in that emotional state, he start working on your mind. And you're not seeing the full picture of everything. So that's why it's important, again, to stay in the scriptures. So now, bear with me. The first scripture I want to read is Psalms 107 and 18. No, Salakia. Let me start at 19. Then they cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them out of their distress. So when you cry to the Lord, what are you doing? You're praying. Because that's the main thing for us to do, is to pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's the only way. The only way is to pray your way out. Because the Lord is the one that placed you in these circumstances, and the Lord is the only one that could take you out of these circumstances. Okay, so you have to call upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's why the Lord gave us these names, because the names are powerful. The names is our connection, our conduit between us and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And you know, it's a fearful thing that if the Lord take the name out of your mouth, you don't want that. That's why King David, he prayed that the Lord don't take the spirit away from him. Verse 20, he sent his word. Where's the word of the Lord found? In the Bible, right? And healeth them and delivered them from their destructions. So what's going to heal us is the word. That's what I speak about. Not neglecting your spiritual health. You know, in fact, you know, give me 1 second. Okay, I believe in, so it's First Corinthians. This came to my mind as I was saying that. Oh, my bad. Maybe is Second Corinthians 13:5. Yep, there we go. So Second Corinthians 13:5, and it reads, "Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves." So you have to make assessments. You know, look at the things that could be improved. You have to look for the weaknesses within yourself and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to strengthen you in the areas where you lacked. Now it says, know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua is in you, except ye be reprobates. Now, a reprobate is a reject, and that's the person whose mind is void of judgment. A person know the judgment of the Lord, but like the judgment is far from their mind, and they don't think that it could happen to them. Like guys that fell out, there was out there teaching the things about the 2/3 and how the Most High going to destroy the 2/3, how the Most High is going to destroy the men that fell out, and now they back in the world, and the same things that apply to the 2/3 now apply to them, but they don't think this thing's gonna happen to them. Some of them still think they in the truth, cause that's a reprobate. Verse 6, but I trust that you know. So like, let me read it again correctly. But I trust that ye should know that we are not reprobates. So it's about examination, making assessments. Now let's go to Proverbs 4. Bear with me. Okay, Proverbs 4, beginning at verse 20. My son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. So that's what the words are. It brings to us life and health. So what happens if you're not in the word? That life source is going to start draining. Just like you have a phone, you on that phone, and you're not charging it in the outlet, that phone gonna die. So we have to recharge ourselves with the word. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. This Isaiah 28 and 12. Matter of fact, let me see. Maybe I can read a little more. I'll start at 9. Isaiah 28 and 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? Now, the he is referencing to the Most High through his son Yahushua. And the whom is of the man that is called. Now it says, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So when you come into this knowledge, you have to be reborn. You have to toss away the things you thought you knew and unlearn it so you can learn it the correct way. And the problem is, a lot of times, Jake, they open up this Bible and try to understand the scriptures with a Western mentality, and that leads to misinterpretations, and that hindered them from understanding the truth. So the Lord set these things up for it could be a stumbling block unto them if they not of the elect. So verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. So the Lord set this Bible up as a puzzle. And how you break down this puzzle, as you read it, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. So unto the elect, the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not cryptic, but it's cryptic to those that are not of the elect. Verse 11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people, unto this people, to whom he said, let me zoom in, to whom he said, this is the rest. So the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is where we're going to find that rest. Because Jake looked for rest in all the wrong places. But it's something about how the word recharges. You could actually be physically tired, but then the spirit jump on you and you feel recharged. Because the word of the Lord is alive. And is the rest. It gives us rest. Now it says, wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. And we the weary. And this is the refreshing. Yet they will not hear. So, that's talking about the 2/3. They don't want to hear this word. Verse 13. But the word of the Lord was unto them, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they may go and fall back and be broken and snared and taken. So this ain't for everybody. It's only for the elect. And I'm going to close with Matthew 6. And for conclusion. So Matthew 6 and 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. And the kingdom of the Most High first begins with this word, this knowledge. And how you seek the kingdom? By studying, praying, drawing close to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, making changes, making assessments. Now it says, but seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and his righteousness, and all these things should be added on to you. So whatever necessities that you in need of, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to grant it to you. But you have to set the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua as your priority. And the Lord will prioritize you. Verse 34. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So that's the point. You gotta um, have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah as your priority, and with that, stay strong. And I'm gonna say Kohalayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakal Kodash. Shalom.